guys, welcome back to the penultimate episode of Fallout New Vegas with myself, Knux Veeone, and today we're going to tie up all the loose ends that we didn't really tie up during the gameplay, such as collecting the last snow globe, finishing Raoul's companion quests, even though I've never done them before. And I won't lie, this episode I do actually have the wiki open to help me with some of these things because, well, I've never done them before, so I don't know what I'm looking for to trigger Raoul's quest, and I don't know certain other things, like where all the parts for Edie are. So to save your time and mine, we're going to do a bit of wiki watching this episode, but hopefully that'll get us through. Now, before we do anything,
good to see you again.
We've got a lot of these things for this lovely lady. I have Vault gear for you.
You do? That's wonderful. Let me see what you brought. All right. That's gonna net you lots of caps, my friend. Do you want to trade all your vault suits right now?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me so happy. You are too much.
I had about 21, 7 Vault 22, 10 Vault 19, and I thought I had one. Or does she not want the... No, she obviously doesn't want the NCR engineer because it's got nothing to do with the thing. Where's my Remnants power helmet? I didn't give it to this guy, did I? No, I didn't. Oh. Well, God knows where my own... Oh, there it is. Am I not allowed to wear that inside? Oh, fair enough. Okay, so that's one thing done. We've given Sarah all of the vault suits that we had, and that has, in return, given us 510 caps. Now, we are going to go to... We want, Abilene, so we are going to Field Shack. Which I think is around here somewhere. I'm going to watch the wiki to save everyone time. They say it's near Nellis Air Force Base. So where's Nellis Air Force Base? It's up in the top corner, isn't it? Nellis Air Force Base, and then Field Shack. Okay. And I do feel a bit shitty doing it this way. I don't usually like to look on the Wikipedia page to find out everything, but for this last episode, we've done 100 and however many episodes it is without using the wiki. I think one episode out of 103 is fine. Right, now in here somewhere there should be the weapon Abilene, which is a rare or legendary BB gun. There it is, Abilene Kid LE BB gun. That's what I was after. It's a unique, so I didn't really want to just leave it in the wasteland. 357 Magnum rounds, it's big pistol. I don't really want that. Flame of fuel, I don't want that. So yeah, that's that job done. Oh, they're raiders over here. Let's go have a little bit of fun. I think these are chem addicts over here, or just drug addicts. Hello? Don't usually come out to this end of the wasteland, which I suppose is why I didn't find Abilene on my own. But, yeah, you don't usually come out to these ends.
Hey there.
Chem addict, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, go on, I don't want to wake you up. Oh shit!
If the NCR ain't gotta worry about Caesar no more, it should worry about improving the lives of regular folks around here.
You're very animated. Oh god. You guys just don't know when to quit, do ya? Huh. Ball shot! Ball shot! I'd quit if someone kept shooting me in the balls. Right, where's the rest of his little fucking band of merry men? These guys tend to have the drum mags on them for the .45 ammo, so this might have its benefits. If I can turn sniper rifle ammo into .45 ammo, I'm all about that. 556, what's wrong with you people? I don't even want their currency anymore, it's too late in the game to start to worry about all that stuff. Where is the rest of them? Because I want to clear these guys out before we go on. I don't really know. I think we're going to do Raoul's missions next. Don't scoop down and try to pick something up, you sneaker. Legionary assassin. Why does there have to be so many of them? Whoa! What was that? What was that? Give me one of these. pop. Oh, did I take his helmet off? Oh no. Get him, Eads! There you go. What was that? Is Raoul using an energy weapon? It's highly possible. No, he's using a revolver. It might have been this guy with his pulse mines. Loser. Right, you are also dead, sir. There's another one remaining. Somewhere. Caution. Danger. 12.7. See, I'm using all the wrong guns. That's not right. What about you, Mr. Flag Bearer? Pow. Really? Pow. There you go. Caesar's Legion. Just stop sending people to fucking come and kill me then, shouldn't ya? Then I might be forced to defend myself. That's just how that works. It's a shame you can never take... Oh, you can take the flag. Excellent. You look like an idiot. That's excellent. I didn't know you could get the flag. Right then, Raoul, we've got to do your companion quest. Now, Raoul's companion quest, from what I've read, requires that you go and meet people or go and do certain things. So, give me a second, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've just had an awful lot of faffing about trying to find Loyal, and I've finally found him after doing a few console commands and things like that. And Raoul has just said to me, "Oh, that's a nice thing to see, isn't it, boss?" So, what are you talking about, Raoul?
That Loyal guy. He's getting up there in years, but he still finds a way to make himself useful to his people. If you ask me, that's better than withering away all alone or holding on to some faded piece of glory from your past.
Loyal's using his years of knowledge to help his tribe. I think that's a noble goal.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
What's on your mind, Raoul?
Old history, boss. I grew up in a place called Hidalgo Ranch, just outside Mexico City. It wasn't much, just a bit of a farm, with a house for 3 generations of Tejada. I wasn't the best behaved kid. I was quick with my hands, with a pistol or a wrench. And I wasn't afraid to get into fights over it. I never killed anybody, but I had my share of run-ins with the police. Mostly my family kept me in line. This was before the war. We were far enough away from Mexico City when the bombs fell that we missed the worst of it. But things got bad quick.
Go on.
Just a few days after Mexico City was vaporized, refugees started pouring down the road to our ranch. We helped who we could, but there were so many. Eventually my father started turning people away before we ran out of food. Things got violent. My father and I got our guns, and we drove them off.
What happened then?
About 24 men came back in the night after we'd gone to sleep. They set fire to the ranch house and barred the doors from the outside. My whole family was trapped inside. I smelled the smoke, and I got myself and my little sister Rafaela out through a window, but everyone else. My parents, my grandmother, my 2 brothers, and 2 of my sisters all died.
What happened then?
Rafaela and I ran. We were pursued by some of the men who attacked our home, but I was always a good shot. The ones who came after us, I killed. The rest, I left be. I had to take care of Rafaela, not throw my life away on revenge.
You can't think it was your fault. No one could stand against a dozen armed men alone.
I know that, boss. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just getting sentimental in my old age. Anyways, forget it. Just wanted that off my chest.
Ah, Raoul, I'm starting to learn some of your story in the penultimate episode. But that's fine. Excellent. Right, so that's one. And now the next one we've got to do is... Corporal... Oh, no. We'll do... Actually, yeah. We'll do Corporal Sterling in Camp McCarran, but actually he's moved to Camp Forlorn Hope, so... That's down here somewhere, isn't it? Vault 11... Camp Forlorn Hope, there we go. And now we have got to find Corporal Sterling. So, as soon as I've got Corporal Sterling, I'll be back at ya.
We won't go quietly.
Oh, hang on. This is... Okay, I thought this was the other one. It's not, so Corporal Sterling's pretty easy to find in this base. And... job done.
Howdy. What brings you back?
Well, the ghoul companion quest I've got. Have you always been with First Recon?
Used to be a ranger. One of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why did you leave the Rangers? This is, you've got to go through all the... You've got to exhaust all the quest lines, all the story, all the talkie lines to get Raoul to react.
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
How did you manage to escape Malpay?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. I guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple of rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
How long have you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Alright, goodbye.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
Will do. Got anything to say about that, Raoul?
Ugh, boss, are you trying to destroy my knees even faster than nature? Got a second to talk, boss?
There you go. Sure, what's on your mind?
Meeting Corporal Sterling, well, it kind of got me thinking. Here's a guy that's been beat all to hell, right? I mean, he could have retired from the service, but instead he signs back on and does what he can. You think he did the right thing?
It's between these top two. The NCR put a lot of time and money into his training. He owes it to them to use it however he can. I think it's good that he's devoted to his duty. More people should act that way. Yeah.
You think so, boss? Because I remember a time when a lot of people stuck to their duty no matter what. It ended with nuclear bombs falling on my hometown.
You're talking about the Great War. What do you... He's got a point, you know.
After the fire, I knew my sister and I couldn't stay at Hidalgo Ranch anymore. The refugees still wanted me dead. They even put a bounty on me. I remember how scared Rafaela was. I told her if she came with me, we'd see the vaqueros. She used to love the rodeo, especially the trick line. We figured maybe we could find help in Mexico City. We were young. We didn't know what had happened, really. We didn't understand about the bomb.
Wasn't Mexico City basically annihilated in the Great War? This sounds like my character's got some pre-war knowledge.
I don't think it was as hard hit as D.C. or Bakersfield. But it was bad enough. By the time we got there, the city was a radioactive ruin. Still, the city was full of looters, already forming into the beginnings of raider tribes. Crime was bad before the war, but now it was a nightmare. We were living like scavengers, scraping by on what little food we could find, always looking for medicine for my burns. And then, of course, the radiation started to kick in, turning me into this handsome devil you see before you.
Sounds pretty bad.
You're a poet of understatement, boss. But there were moments it was almost worth it. I still remember finding that novelty costume shop. I was just looking around for something I could slice up to wrap my burns when I saw the vaquero outfit hanging on the rack like it hadn't been touched. I took it, not like anybody else needed it, you know, and wore it back to our camp. Rafaela laughed, for the first time since the bombs had fallen.
Wasn't it dangerous to be dressed so noticeably?
It was. I started to build up a legend. Sometimes it headed off trouble, but most of the times it just started more. Young punks looking to prove themselves would come looking for me, but my eyes were sharp and my guns were quick. For a while, it seemed like we might even survive there, until Rafaela.
And what happened to Rafaela?
She went out to find some food one day. I was sick, so I stayed at our camp. I guess it must have been the beginning of radiation poisoning. Anyway, it was supposed to be safe, but some raiders happened to pass through where she was scavenging. I won't speak of what they did to her. When I found her body, the only way to recognize her was this funny little scar on her knee from when she was a little girl.
That's terrible, man.
Terrible doesn't begin to cover it, boss. I led my whole family down. First the ranch, now Rafaela. I was the last Tejada. I guess maybe I went a little crazy then. I took my guns and went back to that market. I didn't have many bullets, but I had enough. After the raiders were dead, I salvaged what I could from the store. I was tired. I just wanted to be alone forever.
So what did you do?
I left Mexico City behind. I made my way out to the Gulf Coast. Eventually, I found an old Petro Chico refinery nobody had claimed. I stayed there for a little while, and I thought a lot about my life. I thought about the guns I'd lived by and what they'd gotten me. I decided my guns hadn't gotten me anything, and it was time to give it up. I took off the old vaquero outfit and put on a Petro Chico jumpsuit. The name tag said Miguel, so I started using the name myself. Eventually, I made it to Arizona. That's another story, boss.
Okay, so we're learning about Raul. That's awesome. I'm really enjoying this. Right. Next, we need to go to Ranger Andy in Novak. I'm not a great fan of this style of playing, but until you know what you're supposed to do, like next time I play Fallout New Vegas, I'm gonna know what to do with this guy, with Raul. So yeah, okay. Now we're looking for Tumbleweed. I remember episode like whatever it was when we was playing Tumbleweed football. That was kind of cool. Right, we're looking for Ranger Andy in Novak, and I can't remember where Ranger Andy lives. So Cliff Briscoe, Ranger Andy, excellent. Right.
What's new?
What do you do here, Andy? Did you do something with your leg? Okay, this is gonna take a while.
Right now?
Oh, okay, we can skip through this because we've... Oh, shit. We've,
The
Okay.
was.
We can skip through this because in the Novak episode, I actually went through all this. Pardon me. Okay. And then he'll say, oh, you're playing hell on my knees, boss. No? Did I miss one? I might have missed one. Oh, hang on. Let me...
Hey, boss.
There you go. You have to step outside. Sure, what's on your mind?
What do you think of guys like Ranger Andy?
Yeah, he's... What do you mean, guys like Ranger Andy? He seems like a decent guy, yeah.
That wasn't what I meant, really. I mean guys who have a world of experience doing what they do, but have to give it up because they're getting old and slow or too injured.
Yeah, just because someone's crippled doesn't mean they're useless. All that experience is invaluable.
Yeah, I suppose you could still teach. Take a less active role in the world. That's not so bad.
Is that what you did?
Would it surprise you to know that I used to be a gunslinging adventurer?
No, because you told me.
When I left Mexico. My home, my family, my name, even my face. I know it's surprising, boss, but I wasn't always this handsome. As far as the world knows, I was Miguel, and I was okay with that. I headed north for a while, and ended up in Tucson. Not Tucson, by the way. Things were good there. Well, maybe not good, but better than Mexico City anyway. I found myself a little shack, started fixing things.
Fixing things?
Well, sure, boss. I was always good at fixing things. Some I fixed for the town, some I fixed for other people, some I fixed just for the hell of it. It's a better way to use your hands than killing. And even then, I wasn't getting any younger or faster. I lived there for a long time, kept to myself, didn't get into any fights. Hell, the only reason I even kept my guns oiled was professional pride.
Why aren't you still there then?
Getting there, boss. I'd been in Tucson. The locals can call it Tucson all they want, but it's Tucson, damn it. About 75 years when she showed up. Prettiest thing you ever saw, boss. Maybe it was just a trick of my senile brain, but I swear she looked just like my Rafaela. Her name is Claudia. She ended up taking work at one of the brothels in town. I never went to her, of course. How could I? But I looked after her in my own way.
What happened?
This was a long time ago, before Caesar's Legion pacified Arizona and brought the Raider tribes to heel. A tribe came into Tucson one day. More a gang, really. Dirty Dave and his 6 brothers. They were looking for bullets, and I sold some to them. I figured if I did that, they'd leave town before they tore it up too much.
But they didn't, did they?
No, boss. No, they didn't. As I was saying, I hoped they'd leave the town in peace. Instead, they decided to stop at Claudia's brothel to take the edge off. I don't know which one of them got rowdy first, but by the time I heard the screams and got my guns, it was too late. They shot up the brothel, killed 4 girls, and taken Claudia for their sport.
Did you rescue her?
I went after Dave and his brothers. They had a head start, but they slept nights. I didn't. It took me 3 days to catch up to them. Claudia was dead when I got there. They put a bullet in each of her eyes. I couldn't do anything except avenge her, just like Rafaela. I charged into the middle of their camp and started firing. 2 of them were dead before they knew I was there. The other 5, though, they shot the shit out of me. I would have died, I think, if I wasn't so full of rage.
How did you survive?
By being a meaner old cuss than the rest of them, boss. I wanted to keep living until they weren't. So I just kept shooting until they were all dead. I was in pretty bad shape in the end, though. I don't know how long I laid there, with the sun baking me and the buzzards chomping at me. Eventually, I got the strength to start moving. Some long time after that, I managed to drag my carcass back to town.
What happened then?
When I recovered, more or less anyways, I left Tucson and headed west. I ran into Tabitha at Black Mountain, and well, the rest you know. I swore I was done with the gunslinging life. I was too old, too slow, and too beat up to protect anyone anymore. I thought I was done forever, but after traveling with you, I realized I've always had my doubts.
Doubts? About what?
About whether I'm really too old to keep living the life of a gunslinger after all. And after seeing what you go through, boss, I think I am. From now on, I'll let you deal with the fighting and stick to keeping your gear working. I don't want to slow you down more than I already do.
Yeah, that's not true, Raoul. You're pretty good with a pistol.
You think so? Well, you're the boss. Okay, I'll give it a try. But if I get killed, and if there's an afterlife, I'll haunt your ass.
Raoul has gained the old Vaquero perk, which increases his rate of fire with revolvers and lever-action firearms by 33%. Oh, that's awesome! But you better not have just lost all my armor that I gave you.
Sure. I'll stop using my rather effective. Sure thing, boss. I expect to be awed by your dizzying murder.
Yeah, give me them back.
boss.
Thank you. That's excellent. So we've completed his companion quest. Let me just this is gonna get difficult. Right, yeah. Give me my controller. Hey. Right, this is cool. So we have completed Raoul's companion quest. Da 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 da. And he has taken the role of his old superhero once again. He's got what's the word I'm looking for? Proficiency with firearms now, which is excellent. So that's Raoul's companion quest done, sorted, finito. Yeah, what next? Okay, so we're back at the tops. The game has just crashed on me, so I'm not sure if you're going to get to see the first bit of footage. It's highly likely that Fraps isn't going to have kept it. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo the bit of footage. What I did is I came to the tops and I spoke to Yes Man about all the tribes and everything, about Mr. House being dead. Now, the problem with that is, if you complete a certain threshold number of missions for Yes Man, it activates the NCR quest Don't Tread on the Bear. And Don't Tread on the Bear is basically the NCR won't like you if you continue to work for Yes Man or Caesar's Legions and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to Yes Man again, but this time instead of telling him that Mr. House is dead, which is its own mission on its own, I'm only going to talk to him about the tribe. So here we go.
Hi again. Can I help you with something else?
Okay, let's talk about the tribes I should get to know.
Of course, ask away.
So, the Boomers have vowed to support me.
Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's 1 down, 4 to go.
Okay, I've convinced the Great Khans to support the NCR.
Really? Okay, that sounds fun. That's not aiding an enemy. Not when you do it. That's 2 down, 3 to go.
Okay. The Omertas were plotting to destroy the strip, so I killed the conspirators.
Wow, that is amazing. You are just a hero. I am serious. That's 3 down, 2 to go.
The White Glove Society had a cannibalism problem, but I solved it.
A cannibalism problem? Really? I'm so glad you weren't eaten. That's 4 down, just 1 to go.
I've convinced the Brotherhood to support the NCR.
Really? Well, that's a surprise. They'll really want to blow me up. But maybe dumb machines like me ought to get blown up and scrapped for salvage. Who knows? Not me. That accounts for all the tribes you needed to get to know.
Okay, goodbye.
Come back later if you need anything.
Right, now, did Don't Tread on the Bear start? That is my main concern here. Yeah, okay, so regardless of what you do, the NCR has a robust network of informants. If you continue to work with Yes Man, the NCR will no longer accept your help. Okay, so that's your warning, basically. That's to say, don't do it. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'm going to carry on. And I will catch you back up when I've got something else I need to clear up. Okay, so we're back at the divide to find those Edie parts. And Ulysses is just sat here watching over the divide, it seems. So let's, can we talk to him?
Full circle. Walked your road. Now back again. Something else in you needing an answer.
Oh my... This is amazing. Okay. What are you doing here?
A question one could have asked you not long ago, before walking the road west into the storms. Need to be here. See what was done. It's custom of the bear to never see the marks it claws in the land. Not my custom. Maybe that's why you've come too. Need to see where the missile from Ashton touched ground down below in Hopeville. The Courier's Mile.
What's the Courier's Mile? Is that where the Ashton missile hit?
My name for it. If you have a better one, you grant it. My choice in names won't carry past you and I. Lies along the road, running from the Hopeville silo. straight onto where the ground burns, and wind howls even stronger than here.
What about the marksmen?
That's part of why I'm here. Watch them. If they attack me, try to enter the Mojave. I answer, not looking to kill them. Save them, if I can. There might be something saving in them. If not, then what I do is mercy, not murder.
The divide's irradiated. You sure you want to stay here?
The invisible fires burn here. True enough. Still, to have helped carry out such an act, then not face it. Not to my way. If my life burns out here, so be it. Until then, I wait and watch. See what the road brings.
Okay, I had some other questions.
Something else in you needing an answer.
Yeah, Caesar's dead. I killed him.
Names die twice to history. If the West thanks you, the East won't in time. Fall apart. Back to the tribes, maybe. Too soon to tell what will happen. Let history weigh what you've done, if it gets that far.
Are you angry at all?
Caesar would be history's hypocrite if he was angry about what happened. I'm not one for it either. Seems you just proved his philosophy to him. If he'd been stronger, he'd be alive, and we wouldn't be talking. Unless you do the same for the legate that comes, you'll get no thanks from me. When that monster arrives, he's not going to have a leash. Caesar could command him. Not now. The bear is going to burn, and burn slow.
Let me worry about Legate. Lanius, or whatever his name is. Is this where you're making camp?
Not a camp. Vigil, maybe. Never claimed it as mine. If anyone owns the divide, your claim is stronger than mine. Don't feel like adding a campfire to the ones that already burn below. If you brought Mojave gifts, might be able to shape something for the road.
Any recipes you can teach?
Depends what history has to say about them. There's a lot the land can provide, if you know the road that led to it. Mojave's got ways of healing most ills. If not, some tribes are usually found a way you didn't expect. Like healing powders. Tribes back west only use xander and rock flour. There's a way the twin mothers in the east used to brew it though. Called it bitter drink. Mixed up the xander and brock in a bottle. Added some kick to it, so your head doesn't get all clouded.
Can you share the recipe with me?
Can do that, and one better. Just enough around to mix some. Here. Might make the twin mother's history live a little longer. You carrying it. When you drink it, down it all in one shot, or your stomach's not going to want to keep going after the second drink.
Was hoping you could help me shape something.
Let's make something new from the old.
Oh, so he's like a campfire as well. Okay, that's cool.
Something else in you needing an answer.
I got your final message.
Didn't think I'd be breathing to hear you say that. Message isn't important. Meaning is. Had to speak of it, in case the words got lost in paper, ink, or others' voices. Maybe even yours in time. Still meant for you. Courier to courier. Belongs to you now. Or history. Doesn't matter.
I reached Vegas and I dealt with House.
House spoke. Acted through machines. Sometimes can judge a man by his messengers. Sometimes the messengers judge him. Wonder what happens to Vegas now. The tribes, families. We'll see.
I thought you might be glad that house was dealt with.
What you did was for the best. The old world died long ago. Anyone who believes they can make it return, and everything will be as it was. It is a dangerous belief. Needs to be silenced before their belief spreads. If you saw a house, you didn't see a man. An old world spirit, perhaps. Filthy, diseased. If so, killing him was mercy, not cruelty.
He did not see it that way. Have you been to Hopeville since the Ashton missile hit?
Walk there sometimes. Keep the walks short. Still, it's important to see. Something else to answer for. Occasionally sift through the dust, the buildings. See if I can find some history, marks of America. If you want them, keep them. You've earned it. Nothing to be gained by me holding them. And more will surface in time.
50 rockets added. 2 radaways added. Nice. Oh, so this is the stuff he's found in Hopeville. Okay.
Old world wall, run red with blood of bear and bull. It'll bleed more before the sun sets on the Mojave. That place and I have a past. Owe it a debt, and it owes me. If your path takes you there, know you're not the only one. It's the wall by which this age will be measured, the gravestone of the Mojave. Old world never meant it as such.
Okay, I'm heading back to the Mojave to settle some things.
Can hear the weight in your feet. You're bound for that old world wall, Hoover Dam. Maybe not now. In time. Bear and bull shed too much blood there to let it go. Can't stop you from going. Wouldn't. A warning, though. The legate Linnaeus, whether Caesar stands or not, Linnaeus will come.
For the story, who is Legate Lanius?
Linnaeus, the butcher, monster, terror of the East. Not even his slaves have seen his face. Struck them blind so they can't. Wears a mask. Don't even know if it's the same man. He put Colorado to the sword. Broke the hangdogs by throwing their hounds upon the flames, so they might burn forever in the afterlife.
Why is he coming west? I suppose just because of Caesar.
To take Hoover Dam, Legion will need something as big as the old world itself. Another symbol forged by history. Linnaeus carries all the terrors of the East with him. He's the myth, the weapon the Legion needs. When he arrives, he'll fall on Hoover Dam like a hammer. Break the bear in two.
He crosses me, I'll break him. Yeah, you tell him, Destiny.
19 tribes could not do it. All the lights in Vegas cannot. His strength lies in his title, and it is his weakness. He will not fight a losing battle and destroy what he represents. Put the idea of loss in him. Convince him the bear will not be the 20th tribe beneath his heel. It will make him pause like nothing on earth. You do not need to convince him alone. Draw upon history. The past of other legates are not filled with victories. Remind Linnaeus of this.
Other legates?
There are other legates, and the one before Linnaeus couldn't take Hoover
The
Dam.
Burning Man, of course.
That legate's mistake is he didn't die trying. His name was Joshua Graham. Answered for his failure. Twice, some say. Kaiser had him burned and cast into the earth, into the largest canyon you've ever seen. Watched the flames trail all the way to the bottom. Somehow, Joshua walked away from that, went beyond Kaiser's gaze. His footsteps trailing fire, walking from one hell, maybe to another. When one is ruined like Graham was, sometimes home is the only place left. If so, he went to New Canaan, Kaiser's anger written on him like a book. Kaiser's orders to the Frumentari were to watch for him, find Graham, kill him. Didn't try. Could've. No good would have come of it. Graham earned his life and his nature. It'll kill him more surely than any blade of the Legion. So, if you've heard word of it or seen sign of him, let it keep. Let his history keep.
I'll remember that.
Then there is nothing more to be done. The Mojave awaits.
Oh, Ulysses. You talk slow, but you're a cool character. Right, I am going to try and find all these Edie parts, so bear with me, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been a while since we had to do this. I don't know if I'm going to come back and find all of these, but we'll see. Right, now, if I've got this right, there should be an old... Ah, okay. Blue Old World flag. Sparking Eyebot. You have gained the Camaraderie perk rank 4, increasing your damage with beam weapons by 5. Edie also gains plus 5 damage while he is your companion. It's a she. Come on, surely. A name like Edie. Right, okay, so that's one of them. I think I need to put some Radaway on. Hang on. Radaway and Radex. Okay, so that was one of them. And this, the location for this one is just southeast of the Cave of Abaddon. So I put my marker there. That's wrong. It's around this area. Just look for that bomb to detonate. As soon as you've detonated it, boom, job done. You got yourself another Edie part. Just look out for this flag after you've detonated it, and you should be sweet. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, so I think I've just found what I'm looking for. You want to go to the Ashton Silo control system. Or system? Station. And once you're there, the directions are a bit ambiguous for this one. It's like on the first level of the silo behind a large door, so locked by a terminal. First level of the silo, when you enter in here, you're actually on the first level. So I was walking around for a little while trying to find it, but apparently this is it, so let's do this. I can't believe I missed this the first time. 2 out of 11 correct. Overpowered. P-O-W-E-R? No. Okay, let's try and find some attempts back. Or some dud removals. They don't seem to give you that many anymore, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. That one and that one. Dud removed. Dud removed. I'm really looking for some more allowances back, but I'm not sure they give them back to you on very hard, unfortunately. Of course, we can always just come out of this and try again. Descendants or chimpanzees? What do we reckon it is? Disciplines. Well, if it's not one, it'll be the other then, won't it? So chimpanzees? Yeah, exact match. Right, let's do this. Let's get us some Edie parts. Disengage lock. Is there anything in here? No, just the Edie. Okay. Cool. And nothing's spawned behind me. Can I close this? Excellent. Okay. Eyebot upgrade circuit board. That's what we're after. You have gained the Camaraderie perk. Rank 5. Increasing your accuracy in VATS as long as Edie is your companion. Edie also gains an accuracy boost while he is your companion. Excellent. So that's all of the Edie upgrades. I am officially educated, as the perk says. Oh, and while we're here, we'll build the dog tag fist. Da 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 da. Except, how many? 1. Yeah, dog tag fist. Let's have a quick look at it. Oh, it literally is just some dog tags wrapped around your wrist. Oh, excellent. Punch. Oh, and you can block, can ya? I suppose there's a... Is there no power move with these? Oh, I guess that's it then. Oh, frames. Alright then, let's have a little explore around here. I'm going to put my other gun back on because it seems to do more favours for my frame rate. There we go. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there. No, I'm going to take these rocket canisters for sure though. Scrap electronics, toolbox. Nothing in there. Okay. Alright, well, I guess it's time I headed over to the Sierra Madre then. Let's do this. Onwards and upwards! Okay, so here we are. I think I've got an idea of how to do this. So, TCL. So, collision is now turned off. And there we go. Oh, it's going to stop me from keep going there apparently. Don't do it, because I've got things to do. Ah, come on. Do I have to enter it from the back here? Where is it? There you go. Okay, so we're in. Back at this delightful place. Come on, don't crash now. Not now. Okay, right, and then we want to put TCL back on. Because we're not cheats, and we also want to turn our control pad back on. Because I honestly cannot play this game with the mouse and keyboard. I guess it's just because last time I played, well not the last time, but one of the previous times I played this game, probably the first time, was when, well it was on Xbox 360, so I guess that's just what I'm used to. Right, now, I think... Look at this place. It's good being back. Don't get me wrong. I do remember this place. It's it was good DLC, and it was nice to meet some of the people, like Father Elijah, and the woman whose name I can't remember from the Circle of Steel, Christina, or Christine. It might have been just Christine. So yeah. Oh look, rad roaches, and now we've got proper weapons to deal with these cretins with. There you go. Oh my god, how much easier is that than that Poxy 357 bloody... Oh yeah, shit, but you got a super kill 'em, haven't ya? You've got to properly... Yeah, you've got to actually take their heads off, because otherwise they come back to life. Haha. I forgot about that. Oh, you know what we can use here then? Give me these. Gimme. Pow! I'm gonna blow your ass up, son. Whoa! You're also gonna blow my ass up, apparently. Boom! Yeah, this place is super dangerous. There you go. Okay, I am totally crippled here, it seems. Let's... Right, I'm going to fix all this stuff up, and I am going to get back to you once I know where to look. Okay, I'm being chased down by the scary dudes, but apparently this is the room with the snow globe. Yeah, you found the limited edition Mojave Landmark snow globe. That's all of them. Dean's secret stash. Bobby pins I'll take. Stim packs I'll take. Right, now I've got to get out of here. Okay, so we found all of the snow globes, and that looks a little something like this. Ta-da! Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? My evil gnomes keep getting knocked over by the these people who I let live here. But yeah, look. One complete snow globe collection. How awesome is that? Whee! So yeah, there is something else I want to do while we're here at the Lucky 38. Look at him in his cowboy suit. That's awesome. Right, now, have I still got all the parts, I wonder? I've got 8 parts, apparently. I only need 1. Okay. Is there a hot plate in here, I wonder? I need to find a hot plate as well. I need a pilot light, if we've got one. Pilot light, excellent. And I either need a hot plate, or I suppose I could probably try and do it here at the workbench. Yeah, no, I need a hot plate. Okay, well, where do I find a hot plate then? I shall return shortly as soon as I know where to find one. I'm sure Julie won't mind if I just borrow this. Yoink. Okay, we're back, and now we can make the cosmic knife superheated. There is really no point to me making this. I haven't made a Malay character, but the fact that it was so difficult to find forceps in the Sierra Madre, where this item was created, I think it is. Yeah, I've just been on a quest to get it done, so there you go, job done. Superheated cosmic knife added, surely long after it has been deemed useful. Yar. There you go. Excellent. Yar. There you go. And I also picked up this .45 auto pistol. Look at this bad boy. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I think Joshua Graham gives you one as well. So I'll be storing that. But, yeah, before we go anywhere else... Oh, I can store quite a few of my new rare and unique weapons. So the .45 auto pistol, the cosmic knife, and the dog tag fist. Excellent. Oh, and I've got some armor to drop off as well. Sweet. Yep, and yep. And then all that junk. Okay, now we want to recruit Arcade. I don't think I can get Lily's quest, unfortunately. There's Boone. We need Arcade. Is that you, Arcade? Looks like you. Nope, that's Cass. Okay. I don't mean to sound armour racist, but they all look the same in power armour. Veronica! Oh my god. Maybe I should have thought about this before giving them all power armour. Arcade! He's not going to be hanging around back here, is he? No, of course not. Is that you, Arcade? Boone? Have we lost him? Has Arcade disappeared? What's this? This isn't the terminal that allows me to get people back, is it? You're kidding me, right? Because he's got one of the best... Oh, okay.
What's up?
Not a lot. Do you want to come with me? Oh, what's your opinion on the current situation?
Helping the NCR is better than helping Mr. House, but I don't think it's the best solution for the people in New Vegas. If the NCR can take full control of Freeside and the Strip, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Besides, even if New Vegas eventually gets representation in the NCR's Senate, it's not like the NCR runs efficiently.
Yeah, he's got some good points. But they're not... It's not a total... It's not a total thing, is it? Because NCR are now allied to like the Brotherhood, the Great Khans, all these other factions. So it might not matter that much, but they will still think about what they're doing before they do it, hopefully. So I think we should travel together.
There's something about that robot that doesn't seem alright to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right?
Okay. Let's do this. Right, see you later, Cass. Now, hopefully,
I need to talk to you about that.
Yeah, there we go. Sure.
Any day now, Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave.
Well, he's
We're
not,
getting
but...
caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people. Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro.
Where did the Enclave go?
A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here.
What happened to Navarro?
After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel.
Where are you going with all this?
The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar.
Do you want them to help the NCR?
That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam. So militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas.
Yeah, I'm in.
Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the remnants. I don't think I can convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along. I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
Right, now if these weren't elevator doors, I'd kick them down, and that'd be it. Quest begin! Da 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 da! For Old Lang Syne. Okay, let's get this done. With Arcade, convince the remnants to reunite for one last battle. Ask Dr. Henry to come to the remnants reunion. Daisy Whitman, Cannibal Johnson, Arcade Gannon, and Orion Marino. I think that's all of them. Is it? Oh, Judah Krieger. Okay. Well, I'm going to find all these guys. It's alright, they're all highlighted on the map, I think. Quests. For Old Lang Syne. Yeah, there you go. Alright, I'm going to go around and one by one get each of these people. So, yeah, I will catch you back up once we're with them. Okay, so here we are in Novak, and we are about to speak to Daisy Whitman.
Your travels been going all right?
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm reuniting the remnants, and they'll need your piloting skills.
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
How did you like flying vertibirds for the Enclave?
I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
Nice.
Watch your six out there.
Awesome. Okay.
Since my mother died,
Ooh.
Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
It was an important part of her life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it?
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
Oh, Arcade. You have a varied story to tell, my friend. Alright, onwards. That's one. Now to number two. Mr. Cannibal Johnson, we are here to speak to you. Sorry, I was dizzy.
What brings you around this time?
Arcade asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then?
He thinks your experience and technology will help resolve the conflict in this region.
Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh?
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
Why worry about it? You don't have to be your father, or I'm sure your father would be proud of you. Yeah, I'm sure your father would be proud of you.
I wonder if he would. It's pointless, I know, but sometimes I wonder what he wanted me to be. Maybe being a doctor in the middle of Nevada wasn't exactly what he had in mind for his little boy.
Yeah, but there are worse things. Alright, onwards. That was number 2. Let's go see number 3. It's time to see number 3. Ryan Marino.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
He sounds like Adam West. How cool is that? Arcade and I were looking for you. We're gathering the remnants.
Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
I'll come out when they're all gone. Adam West. Your advanced level of tech would be useful in settling things between the NCR and the Legion. Yeah, why not?
Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling?
Do you have a preference?
I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with my old Gatling laser.
Are you coming to this thing or what?
Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind. Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember.
Dear old remember. Okay. What did you do when you were with the Enclave?
Heavy weapons trooper. Nothing better than hosing down a target with an excess of bullets and laser fire. By the time I got through with things, not much was left standing. Any morons who didn't run when they saw me coming got what they deserved. Back then, it was war. If we'd been on the winning side, I'd be called a hero.
Adam West. Do you have something against the NCR?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. I came out here to get away from them. Didn't work out so well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years.
What do you do around here?
Do? I don't do anything. I'm retired.
So what did you do before you were retired?
I was a soldier. Why do you even care? I came out here to forget about the past, so quit bringing it up.
Sure you weren't the mayor of Quahog or whatever it was?
The Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left.
Yeah, don't be too hard on him. It's part of who he is.
I suppose you're right. When you're part of something for that long, maybe it's impossible to let go without losing part of yourself. Moreno may be a stubborn son of a bitch, but at least he's loyal.
Loyal to the wrong party, though. Okay, that was 3. On to 4. Number 4, Judah Krieger.
Sticking around for the attractions?
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm gathering the remnants.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
You'll be the element of surprise.
Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years, but all right, I'm in. None of this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro.
Tell me about your old days with the Enclave.
I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless. The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long. Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants.
What happened to the Enclave oil rig in Navarro?
Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region.
I'd like to know more about your former squad.
I was the officer in charge, and Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Henry handled tech things, and Whitman flew the chopper. Johnson and Moreno never got along, and I had my hands full keeping those two apart some days. It was a difference in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary.
Okay, and they're just the West Side stories. Alright, that was number 4. Let's go find number 5.
Glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
They're loyal to you too.
Sometimes I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it too. I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years. Maybe someday I can return the favor.
I keep forgetting that he has something to say at the end of all of this. So, yeah, I will be sure to remember that for the last one. I apologise. And, yeah, I will catch you back up once we found him. Number 5, Dr. Henry.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Arcade Gannon has asked me to gather all the former members of the Enclave and the Mojave.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it.
Alright, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, see? Arcade?
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
His work was important to him.
Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone. But he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
Alright, well now I think we got to go to the Enclave bunker.
What's up?
Okay.
Oh, I thought my
No. Goodbye. Okay. Right. Let us carry on, and I think now we've got to go to the Remnant's bunker. Now, while I was in Westside, I remembered that we have done nothing at the Thorn. I may come back and load an old save game up after we've done the Battle for the Dam, but I definitely do want to end this next episode. So we might do the Thorn as like an add-on thing, I don't know. But yeah, to the Enclave bunker. Okay, here we are. Let's do this. Open hatch to Remnant's bunker. Okay. Activate door control panel. It appears that some sort of passphrase needs to be entered in order to open the nearby door. Dear old friends, remember Navarro. There you go. Doesn't it look oddly Brotherhood of Steel in here? Okay. Oh, do I go that way? Yes, I think I do. And then into here. Door. Yeah. Look at all this. These are all Enclave armors. How cool are these? I think are these heavier ones? Oh, I think they're all the same, but still, that's pretty impressive. Ha ha. Okay, so here's the vertibird. Door to Remnant's bunker. Okay. How do I address all of yous?
Krieger's the officer here, not me. The final say on the plan is up to him.
Krieger!
Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against?
How are you going to deploy your squad?
Marino, Johnson, Henry, and I will be the boots on the ground. Whitman will stay with the vertibird.
I want you to help the NCR hold on to the dam.
Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him.
What's Marino? We sort of already know, but what's Marino's problem with the NCR?
Day one, we didn't. It's as simple as that. The rest of us moved on while Moreno didn't. Still, I'm not convinced Moreno hates the NCR as much as he thinks he does. You still might be able to talk him out of leaving.
Okay, yeah, I'll talk to Moreno.
You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it.
Okay. Did he just run out the door? Yeah.
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR. I'm out.
The remnants come in, guns blazing, showing the NCR how it's done. You actually don't want that.
I can't believe you've actually talked me into this.
One speech check. Are you serious?
Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR troops get in the way.
Thanks for doing this. Getting them all back together again. I'll be honest. When Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all going to shake out in the end. But at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done.
You've certainly done your part.
I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro, and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out at the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're going to need every doctor they can get.
What happens in Freeside won't make any difference if the Legion takes the dam. Fight with them. There might be some liability issues here with me not getting Arcade Gannon's family Tesla armor, but I'd rather have Arcade by my side at the fight for the dam. Although, yeah, fuck it. What happens in Freeside won't make any difference if the Legion takes the dam. Fight with them.
Good point. You've been encouraging the others to stand up and fight. Maybe I should take the same advice. After all, I also lived in Navarro. There's something I need to go do, but I'll catch up with you later. Thanks again for your help with the others. It means a lot to me.
You've lost Arcade's bit. Arcade has returned to Freeside. Okay, I got my Gauche rifle and everything back. Sweet. Okay, let's go talk to the other guys again.
Moreno's a stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying. Since Whitman will be staying with the vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power armor to you. You'll need special training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance.
I'll talk to her then.
The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
Okay. Daisy.
Strip, Pop.
I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. Since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped, you should take it. It'll take a few hours to show you how to use it properly, so let's get started.
Open like a can and let somebody walk right in. Mark my words. Some evil's afoot.
Okay, leave the Remnant's command room so they can plan for the upcoming battle. That armor's so cool, man. Look at
I
us.
hear the NCR
Yeah.
That's good news for Freeside.
No, come on. Is it that one? And then, yeah, look at this. How awesome is that? I've got like some telegraph pole sticking through my shoulder, but that's fine. That's super cool. Enclave armor is the best. So yeah, if you do this the other way, Arcade Gannon actually gives you his special armor, which is like, it's the Tesla armor. And it's actually pretty badass, but I think we'll get to see it at the Battle for the Dam. Talking of which, guys, I think it's about time I wrapped this episode up. I'm going to go back to the Lucky 38 and collect Boone for the final strike against the Hoover Dam. Or for Hoover Dam. But yeah, that's it. It's been a mad journey through New Vegas. And I will catch you on the next episode where we finish this story. Where we fight back against the Legion and give them what for. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take it easy, all the best, and I will catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye. Oh.
Like I said, I needed to go do something. This is it. It belonged to my father. Since you convinced me to help out with the defense of Hoover Dam, I figured I'd haul it out of storage. I'm a little rusty with it, but I think I can manage. As long as you got my back, of course.
So this is the sorry, I know I've just finished the episode, but yeah, this is the that's the Tesla armor basically, and that stuff's badass. But yeah, we'll see more of that next episode at the Battle for the Dam. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, all the best. Bye bye for the second time.